Vocational Celebration Day! Put your foot down, Kevin. Hello, it's Steph McGovern here, live from Truro in Cornwall, cheering on everyone who's done vocational training. Whether you're someone who's just got your qualifications, well done. If you've got them coming up, brilliant. If you're in the middle of studying, good luck to you as well. So, we are here to celebrate. We've got some of the apprentices here who you're going to be meeting a little bit later on. So, this is Teagle Machinery. Now, this is a business that makes kit for the agricultural industry, so they export stuff all over the world. They employ about 150 people here. 20% of them are apprentices, and you're going to be meeting some of them later. They let them run the factory on a Friday as well. How cool is that? But there are lots of young people and old all over the UK doing vocational training, and we want to celebrate them today. So you will meet them, we'll take you off to lots of exciting locations to hear about jobs in health and social care, in the food sector, in engineering, in all kinds of trades, in the jobs that matter. But first, let's welcome the apprentices here. Come on in! This is fantastic. Look at them all heading in. Some of them are a bit shy. They're like, hey, what's going on? Why are we here? We're here to celebrate you guys. There's loads of them. We'll keep having a look at them. And obviously we've got a wonderful audience here as well. Look at that. Some of them are like, oh. Our fantastic apprentices here at Teagle Machinery. So they make kit which is used all over the world, agricultural machinery. I learned some of them yesterday, like the C120 bill processor. There we go. Fun fact for you. We'll chat to them about how they got into it. And as I say, lots of people from different sectors here as well. But this could not happen without the support of Enginuity, the charity, the skills sector charity. So here's a quick word from their CEO.
Welcome to Vocational Celebration Day 2026. I'm Anne Watson, Chief Executive of Enginuity Group. Enginuity and EAL are organisations that work across the engineering and manufacturing sector. We work with learners, employers, colleges, further education institutions, training providers to make sure that employers in the sector have access to the talent and skills that they need. And an important part of that talent and those skills are the vocational and the technical pathways, whether that's apprenticeships, T-levels, vocational or technical qualifications. All of those are absolutely incredibly important to our sector. And it's been fantastic to see over the last week our Prime Minister Andy Burnham talking about how important these routes are and how important these vocational and technical routes into sectors and great careers are, and is just as important to the academic routes. So it's absolutely fantastic and brilliant timing that today we are celebrating everything about vocational pathways and vocational qualifications. Incredibly important to our sector. It's fantastic that we can have a day today to actually celebrate and recognise everybody that has taken a vocational pathway, be it that, as I say, an apprenticeship, a T-level or any other route into the sector. Incredibly important. And I think it's brilliant that today we can have our very first celebration. I know it's going to be a fantastic day. We've got so much input coming from all around the country, not just from Cornwall. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what today holds, really starting something special. Looking forward to Vocational Celebration Day 2027. But for everybody today, be it present or past who's taken an apprenticeship or a vocational pathway into the sector, congratulations. Be very proud of what you've achieved. You're setting the standard and the future for others to follow. So let's make sure that we shout from the rooftops about these incredible routes into sectors and have a fantastic celebration.
Thank you very much, Anne. Yeah, I think that is worth a round of applause, isn't it? Fantastic. And as we say, there's millions of people across the UK who've either done vocational training or are in the middle of it, and that is what this is all about. I've got Nikki and Alexia with me. Hello, you two. Alexia, you've just got an MBA, haven't you?
Yeah, very much.
You work as an engineer at Rolls-Royce, don't you? So tell us, the MBA, how did that come about? Because, I don't want to give away your age, but I'm going to. You're 26?
Yeah, 26.
Go on, how did you get that?
Well, so since I started as an apprentice, I wanted to show other people what you can do via an apprenticeship route, trying to encourage other people to go into engineering, STEM, and follow the vocational skills route, because I didn't have the advice when I was younger and at school about apprenticeships. I found out about it by myself, so I wanted to make it not be the case for other people.
Yeah, and tell us a bit about, well, if you can, a bit about your job at Rolls-Royce.
So I can't actually share that much because I work in defence.
So you have to keep it kind of secret what you do.
Yeah, keep it top secret, but it's all about engineering. I work with customers, I support our partner companies, and all about how we can make products last longer, work better, and work with specialists to solve problems that come up.
Well, I'm very glad you do it, Alexia. Nikki, you're from Enginuity. We just heard from Anne, the boss. But you've got some interesting research, haven't you, on the kind of perception of vocational training? Because this is what gets my beef, because my background is I started out as an engineer, was an apprentice at Black & Decker 100 years ago. But that kind of set me on my path. But yet, throughout life, it doesn't get that same, like that parity of esteem that pure academic route gets, does it? So what have you found from your research into all this?
So we've got the research coming out, Vocational Attitude Survey, and what's shown over the last 3 years, it's increasing year on year, that parity of esteem.
Great.
Parents, so there's like 95% of parents and 91% of learners are really interested in apprenticeships and vocational learning. And what they're saying is, it's for 3 reasons. It's because earning while learning is really important to them. It's also around local economy and about being close to jobs in their area, and it's about learning skills that matter within the sectors that they go into apprenticeships for.
Yeah, so that's good that it's getting better. Still a bit of a way to go. Alexia, tell me from your perspective, what's it been like for you taking on an engineering career? What were the struggles during it?
Yeah, so for me, going down the vocational route was really important because I wanted to get hands-on from the get-go. I knew that I wanted to get a degree, but I didn't want to go through the school route and go through the full university route. So being able to get into the workplace, earn a salary, learn the skills I'm learning at university, but getting straight into it and work, and meeting new people and finding what I was passionate about in the engineering sector was really important to me, and that's what I found through my apprenticeship.
Yeah, and Nikki, that's why we're having this day. Tell us a bit about that, because, again, this is a thing that does my head in every year when you... And I'm really pleased people are getting their GCSEs and their A-level results. I've done them. I know how hard they are. But there's never that for all the other people doing MVQs or BTECs or whatever it is that's in the vocational side of things.
Well, there is now.
Yes, there is now.
There is now. So yeah, it's really important to us. It's the conversation we've been talking about for probably decades, and working alongside you for years and years around.
Don't age me.
Oh, sorry, sorry. So it's really important for all of us to recognise vocational qualifications have the same esteem and the same parity as academia. It's really important to our economy. It's really important to the skills we need, especially through our SMEs and our supply chain. So, huge celebration here today. Really great that parents and learners get to be really proud of the people doing vocational qualifications.
And just on that point about the jobs for the economy, we're talking about, for example, during COVID, it really stood out that it was the people who were vocationally trained who we needed the most.
Absolutely.
And so now, if you look at where we have the gaps, it is in the jobs again, that you can learn on the job.
So, we did the Mind the Gap survey, which showed that 5.2 billion gap in productivity from a skills
That's
perspective.
Manufacturing noise going off there in the background.
Is it break time? Are we going to get a cup of tea? It's really important that we look at those skills gaps and the amount it's costing us as an economy.
Yeah.
You know, vocational qualifications and vocational training helps solve that and help solve the need crisis. You know, we know there's over 1 million young people not in employment, educational training.
Yes, and interestingly, the trend has been booked here in Cornwall. We've got a guest on a little bit later who's going to talk about how they're doing that here. And Alexia, from your perspective, you go out, you talk to young people all the time. You're constantly banging the drum as well, hence the MBE. I'm going to keep mentioning it because it's very cool, isn't it? What do you want to see?
I think for me it's around seeing parents support it, teachers support it, and schools actually treating it as equal to university or going down standard routes that's out there, because it's getting better and people are starting to hear more about apprenticeships and go down a vocational route, but it's still not where it should be. So if schools can get on board more, if we can encourage parents as well and get them to get on board with actually what can their children do and achieve by going through a vocational route, and actually they can do better or if not equal to going to university, and I think that's for me where we want to get to.
The other thing as well, and people say this all to me all the time, is engineering. Lots of people don't really understand what it is. Tell me what it's like. It's, you know, yes, there's an element of it which is, in hard hats and high vis, but there's also a big part of it that isn't. So tell us about that.
Engineering is basically in everything you see and do every day. So it can be from the hard hats, the welding, the things you see as being engineering, but it can be all the way through to designing, working with customers, problem solving, doing social media sides of what you can do through engineering. So basically everything you see, interact with and do on a day-to-day basis has engineering behind it.
Yeah, good. I love chatting about this. Alexia and Nikki, thank you very much. As I said to you, we're going to take you across the UK to meet other people who are passionate about this. And we're first of all going to take you to Coventry, where we have Olivia Lynn, who is an apprentice at Amazon. Hello, Olivia.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, fabulous to see you. Happy Vocational Celebration Day. Tell us a bit about you.
Vocational Celebration Day.
I know, it feels random saying this, doesn't it? Tell us a bit about you, Olivia, what you do at Amazon and how you got into it.
So I am a third-year mechatronics engineering apprentice. I work with a mixture of preventative maintenance, reactive maintenance, small elements of product design and improving projects and improving metrics and a whole host of things. But yeah, I got into the apprenticeship through initially working at Amazon on the lines, and then kind of the idea of engineering kind of sparked in my head. Found out that Amazon had an apprenticeship and I was like, do you know what, I'm just going to apply for it. Why not?
Yeah, and it's interesting because your head teacher at school wasn't impressed about this, were they? Tell us about that. And I know that it causes you a lot of annoyance, this.
Oh, massively. So I always in school had dreams of pursuing a career in medicine. I'd worked really hard to achieve above my target grades in GCSEs, then again at A-levels, and I think they really pitted me as this person that would go to a Russell Group university, would really be this success story that they could talk about. So when I decided to take a gap year after A-levels and work at Amazon, it kind of left me a bit to my own devices, but I could speak to different people that were already in the world of work. I could evaluate if I wanted to still pursue medicine, was it going to be something else, a different career path? So I went back to support my brother at his prom, and there all the teachers came and they spoke to me. They were like, oh, Olivia, what are you doing now? Where are you? And I was like, oh, I'm actually at Amazon. And their face instantly dropped. They were, and it was my head teacher that was the one that was directly in front of me. And he said to me to not get stuck at Amazon and to not waste your academic ability. And at this point, I had already secured my apprenticeship with Amazon to study mechatronics. And had that have come earlier, or had I have not been so strong in my decision, that could have completely turned my life choices into turmoil, really.
Yeah, and let's not forget, Amazon is one of the most valuable companies in the whole global economy. Like, this is not, I mean, and the school should be celebrating that as a success. I mean, how annoyed were you to hear that?
I was gutted, honestly, because my parents were always so supportive. They just wanted me to be happy. My almost value as a young teenage girl came from my teachers. I wanted to impress them. I wanted them to be proud of me. I wanted them to be really supportive of my decisions, which is why when my head teacher, someone who I'd looked up to for so long, essentially dismissed my career choice in front of me, it was still quite detrimental, but I'm just glad I'd already secured the apprenticeship, really.
Yeah. Well, I bet you're laughing in his face now because you are smashing it. And you've just won a huge award, Best of British Engineering, haven't you, at the Enginuity Skills Awards? I mean, you must be absolutely buzzing. What's the dream for you now? What do you want to do?
Oh, I mean, my absolute dream, maybe 10 years from now, would be to use all of my engineering ability and to maybe go full circle and dip my toe into the medical side of engineering. I think that would just be incredible. Continue to out about apprenticeships, kind of blend it all together and go full circle.
Yeah, well, if anyone can do it, it's definitely going to be you, Olivia. So thank you so much. It's an absolute joy to chat to you. Can we put our hands together for Olivia?
Mike's what?
Quick mic change there. There's so much going on in here. I'm going to take you out into the audience. Obviously, this is a live factory, and the setup we've got here today is incredible to be able to broadcast to you live on YouTube. It's the first time we've done it as well, so this is exciting. We're going to come and chat. Oh, look, you've been volunteered, haven't you, lads? You're all right. Tell me a bit about you. What's your name? What you do?
Firstly, thank you for putting on this today. There's a lot of young people out there that are struggling, but this is a bit of hope for us all. It's going to be all right. I'm Alfie. I do digital marketing and websites, a level 4 sales and marketing apprenticeship.
Excellent. How's it going?
It's going absolutely brilliantly. It's something different. It's something where I can learn and apply on the job.
I love that you're primed with a camera. Are you just snapping all the time?
It's part of the job. It's digital marketing.
I love it. And what about yourself? What's your name?
My name's George. I've got a level 3 machining technician apprentice, second year now, and I make sort of bits for like communications. Yeah, really enjoy it. I wanted to do something a bit more like using my brain, but also my hands, and I couldn't stand just sitting in a classroom or at a computer all day. So yeah, I thought it was a sort of perfect thing for me.
Everyone learns in different ways. That's the point, isn't it? Like you said, you are using your brain when you're using your hands, but you're just getting to have the practical learning too.
Yeah. So I really thought like I was going to be in something else. We were pushed really far into going to university, and I really didn't want to go and do that. I hated sitting in the classroom. I couldn't sit still. So this is a perfect thing.
That's like me. I can't sit still. I have to move around all the time. Thanks very much, lads. I'm going to nip over here as well. I want to talk to Nicole. Hello, love. You're a welder here, aren't you? Tell us how you got into it.
Well, it was my granddad originally, and then going from that passion, it was to college, where I did a boot camp at Truro, and then to Camborne College.
And you mentioned your granddad. So he taught you how to weld, and it's his birthday today, isn't it?
Yeah, it's his birthday, but he definitely started the passion, for sure, and then I just followed it from there.
Excellent. And we don't have enough welders. Everyone's always telling me that when I'm doing the business news, that we need more welders. Tell people about what the job's like and why you love it.
I think my reason's a little odd, I would suppose. It's just quiet. You can just keep to yourself, mask down. Yeah, for me.
You enjoy creating, I imagine, as well.
Something satisfying about like gluing metal together, and it is fun. It's very fun.
Excellent. And I can tell you have a laugh with all your workmates as well. It's been really fun in here. We've got Adam as well. You all right?
Yeah, it's so lovely to be here. Thank you. This is amazing.
Yeah. And tell us a bit about yourself.
Yeah, I struggled at school with academics. It wasn't for me. I was always more creative. And I took an apprenticeship, and now I work here at Tegel Factory, and I love it.
But you don't, do you?
Well, it's lovely that you're actually here because I think you're bringing an element of showbiz to the factory.
And that's what you're all about.
Maybe. Should we give it some showbiz?
Here we go.
Why should academics have all the fun when we're standing strong here with our pain guns? Skills will help this country grow. We calling all the youngsters who are ready to glow up. A-level students and graduates. Apprentices can get this party started. Now we have Vocational Celebration Day. No debt, a job, and so much better pay. Vocational Celebration Day. Yeah. Vocational Celebration. Do it your way. Keep trying, stand up and be counted. Your effort should never be surmounted. Enginuity and EAL help the nation. Transform their business and education. Educated, yeah. ECD.
Ladies and gentlemen, Adam Lyons. There we go. Bet you weren't expecting that this morning, but it's all in the mix for you today. That's Adam Lyons there. Have a look at his Instagram page. He's got a ton of followers and is forever flash dancing. But there you go. This is all about, as we say, celebrating people, whatever they choose to do in their life in terms of jobs and careers, particularly, the vocational training we keep talking about. So I mentioned about us travelling across the country, and I want you to meet some people now who are part of the Apprenticeship Ambassador Network. So these are the people who volunteer to go out and try and encourage more people into the sector. And they themselves are apprentices, so we are going to zip across the UK to meet them. First stop, London, where we've got Paul, Ola and Holly. We can have a quick chat to them. Hello, guys. Paul, good morning to you. Hiya. So, you missed the flash dance. I'm assuming you were dancing where you are. But Paul, tell me a bit about you, because you're at Mott MacDonald, aren't you? And you're a digital consultant. So how did you get into it? What does it involve? Tell us about it.
So, yeah, for me, I started my apprenticeship about three years ago. To be honest, when I was doing my A-levels, I wasn't really sure where I wanted to go. So I guess my was to try and find something that I give myself a lot of options to choose from for my next path in my career. And then I stumbled across digital consulting and the role at Mott MacDonald. And going through the interviews and everything, I just felt that I aligned with the company. And from then, I've really just enjoyed my role. I work day to day on massive infrastructure projects such as HS2, East West Rail. And it's just a really good role being in digital. You get to engage with the whole project team and you're really at the forefront of innovation.
And what are the most, because, people, that sounds like a cool job. People might think, I don't know if I've got the right skills for it. What type of skills do you need to do your job?
To be honest, when you go in, they're not expecting you to package. That's what your apprenticeship's for. So I think my key message to everyone would be they're mainly actually looking for your soft skills. They're mainly looking at actually how are you going to learn. So I have a bit of a background in computer science, which helped me. But I think for the most part, the biggest skill you can have is just being willing to learn and being someone they can look at, okay, I can invest in you.
Yeah, I always say that the most important skills is just being nice and working hard, isn't it? And that'll get you far. Ola, let's chat to you. So you're doing a degree apprenticeship, aren't you, in data science? Tell us about that. What does it involve?
So in terms of a data science, I work in a consulting firm as well, PA Consulting. So in summary, what we do is we derive insights from clients' data. So it could be anything from raw data set just to ensure that we're able to improve decisions that they can make. And I've also had the opportunities to work across different industries as well in data science as part of my apprenticeship.
Yeah, and you want to work in AI. I'm constantly talking about that now. That's your ambition, isn't it?
Yeah, that's definitely my ambition. And it also started off at PA as well, where I got the opportunity to work on an internal project where we were building an internal PA Genie ecosystem. So being able to see firsthand on how we built AI and also how it's been applied across the organization as well has really driven my skills and also my passion more to grow in that area. And also, as we know, AI is the buzz right now, and there's a lot of jobs being created by AI, and there's a lot of skills as well, new skills as well that are coming out of AI and also data as well.
Yeah, excellent. Well, I look forward to seeing what you're part of next, Ola. Holly, you're in business support management, aren't you? Slightly different from the other guys. Tell us about what you do and where.
Yeah, so it was a bit of a squiggly career to when I got here. So I originally went to university and then honestly by about day 2 realised that it wasn't really for me, didn't enjoy that purely academic environment. I just wanted a more hands-on learning experience. So made the decision to leave, had a weird impromptu gap year, and that's when I discovered apprenticeships, which were not something that I'd really considered before. I was always told they're a bit of a plan B option, but once I looked into it, I was so pleasantly surprised by the range of apprenticeships that there were. So I joined Lloyds Banking Group as a level 4 data analyst apprentice. Never considered a career in data before, did not have a data background, just wanted to get stuck into something totally new and also future-proof my career with my skill set as well. And that's led me to where I am today. So I'm now working in a mortgages team, helping to shape the strategy for how Lloyds are going to serve our customers and brokers of the future.
Yeah, really important stuff. And you're keen to do more in like education, aren't you? Like you'd love to be able to shape policy in the future. What do you think needs to change? Because this is one of the things I always talk about is schools. We always talk about people feeling like they didn't fit in at school. Well, that's school's fault, isn't it? It's not about us fitting in. They should fit to how we learn. And what are your thoughts on education?
Yeah, and I think that narrative and that storytelling needs to start so much earlier in students' journeys. And hopefully we've got a new Prime Minister who clearly seems hungry to promote vocational routes. But I do think that when I go out there and I'm talking to students, it's not just about them, it's also shaping the perceptions of teachers, parents, employers as well. And I think it's just about completely shifting that narrative and just telling people that there are alternative routes. Yeah. There's not a one-size-fits-all, and there's loads of different routes to success.
Yeah, really important, Holly. I couldn't have put it better myself. Holly, Ola and Paul, thank you very much. Put your hands together for our gang in London. Love that. Holly mentioned there about the new Prime Minister, and I'm sure, I mean, it's hard to keep up. It could have changed again while we've been on air, who knows. But currently, it's Andy Burnham, and you will have heard him recently, particularly if you care about this, him talking about how the hard hat is just as important as the graduation cap, and we're all waiting with bated breath to see what that's going to mean, how he's going to make that happen. But first, one of his team, Jackie Smith, who is the Skills Minister, wanted to send this message.
Hi, Steph. I'm really sorry I can't be there in person today, but I wanted to send this message to everyone celebrating Vocational Celebration Day, a brilliant initiative. Students should be incredibly proud of their hard work and their achievements today. And I'm really grateful to teachers, employers and staff for everything they've done to support students up to this point. As the Prime Minister said last week, it's vital for the future of our country that we finally start valuing the hard hat just as much as the graduation cap. I completely agree, and it's one of the things that drives me as Minister for Skills. Young people deserve respect no matter the path that they choose. Apprenticeships, T-levels and other vocational courses represent really prestigious routes into skilled, well-paid work. And they should be talked about that way, not treated as some sort of fallback option. So today, I want to celebrate the electricians, the engineers, the chefs, the coders, the carers, and everyone who chose a vocational path. That takes skill, graft, and pride. And it's about time the country recognised that properly. To everyone who's newly qualified, take a moment to feel proud of what you've achieved. You've gained skills the country needs, and that achievement deserves to be celebrated. The Prime Minister has been crystal clear that we're putting technical education on an equal footing with academic study. That's why we're introducing V-levels alongside A-levels and T-levels, and providing 14-year-olds with prestigious technical education routes to hone their skills and develop their connections. So there's a clear, respected vocational route for young people at every stage. So to everyone here today, thank you for the work you do and the pride you bring to it. Enjoy these celebrations because you've more than earned them.
There we go, Jackie Smith, the Minister for Skills there. Let's hope the government put their money where their mouth is now and really make sure that vocational training gets the funding and support that it should. So, some of the people here gathered are apprentices from Teagle Machinery. We're going to talk to the manufacturing director first, Richard. So tell me a bit about how you ended up getting apprentices in the business.
So I was an apprentice many moons ago. Really keen to get apprentices into the company. It's no secret that getting skilled labour, especially in engineering, is extremely difficult. So we were looking at the business several years ago, and we could see that there was gaps coming up in the in certain areas, fabrication, CNC machining. So we put a massive effort into taking on apprentices. So. And
how's it gone?
Amazing, yeah. So I mean, I just look at the lads here. Fantastic group. So lucky to have them working at Teagles.
Which one of you wants me to tell me about your job? Go on, go on. Tell us what's your name and what's your role in all this?
I'm Harry. I'm doing a level 3 technician course in machinery. Yeah.
How's it going?
Oh yeah, it's going really well. Done 4 years now, almost qualified, and yeah, got Apprentice of the Year in 2024.
Ooh, oh, that deserves a round of applause, everyone. Did you get a trophy?
Sorry?
Did you get like a trophy or something?
Yeah, I got a trophy and a plaque. So did he.
Oh, well done. What's your name? Tell us about you.
I'm called Jack, and I did a mechatronics course here. I'm now here full-time as a production engineer, working with the production team and also looking after our apprentices. I also got Apprentice of the Year in 2022.
We'll have to give you a round of applause now as well. There we go.
It's brilliant working with these guys, seeing them come from secondary school most of the time, seeing the skills that they develop and learn here on site and at college, and sort of see how they progress over the time they spend here to becoming qualified guys here and producing quality work. Yeah. Really
and also, I know from hanging about with you a bit that you have a good laugh as well, don't you? We're going to see some footage now of you in action, but while we do that, Richard, can you tell me about Fridays in this business and what happens?
Fridays, so normal going on, we run a 4-day week, so normal production staff do 39 hours in 4 days. Apprentices don't have that luxury until they qualify, so they're in 5 days a week. So Fridays, some of them, especially in the machine shop, take control, look after the machine shop, run it, doing a fantastic job.
Do they do a better job than the rest of the week?
I'd better not say too much, because some of the other members of staff might start jeering me.
What's it like here on a Friday? Is it fun when it's just you guys running the show?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's nice, you kind of get the freedom to kind of do what you want, I suppose, whilst carry on doing the job. Yeah.
And what's your name and what's your apprenticeship you're doing?
My name's Ollie. I'm a metal fabricator apprentice, level 3, so hopefully should be qualified by December time, hopefully. So.
And what made you do an apprenticeship?
School was not the best. Failed on my GCSEs.
They failed you, it wasn't your fault because you're clearly smart.
Yes, but yeah, so I thought I'd give an apprenticeship a go, and yeah, here I am.
Excellent. I love that they run the show on a Friday. Let's put our hands together for the apprentices. And I am going to zip back. I'm going to swap my key wiggle. Hello. There we are. It's not easy suddenly getting a microphone thrust in your face as well, so thank you very much for chatting to me. With us now is Carrie Childs, who is from the Cornwall Careers Hub. There's loads I want to talk to you about. Obviously, we're in Truro and Cornwall. And one of the big problems nationally for this country is the number of young people not in education, employment or training. The NEETs, we keep hearing about them all the time. There's something like 1 million at the moment, which is terrible. Average is about 1 in 6 people who are in this situation. But Cornwall's bucking the trend a bit here, isn't it? So tell us about that.
Yes, to a certain degree we are. And I think what we found was coming out of COVID, our youth unemployment rates were rocketing. And so we created a partnership through the local authority and the funding we received, and we basically had a number of objectives. So first of all, if you were aged 16 to 24 and you were NEET, we wanted to make it as easy as possible for you to access support. We stripped away as much of the eligibility criteria as we could, and then we basically formed partnerships. So traditionally, money would come in to the local authority and we put it out to a number of partners, say 10 of them, and they'd effectively be working in competition for young people being referred in, and then also for the business contacts that would then get them into work. So by creating a single front door and eliminating all that competition, so creating that collaboration and that partnership, the impact evaluation from that, it talked about the power of relationships with trusted workers, but it also talked about the hot knowledge that was basically generated through those networks and those contacts. So it was, I know somebody who can help you get to where you want to be.
So this is all the people looking for, workers, for skilled labour, working together essentially, and the different partnerships identifying the right people for the right jobs, rather than that competition we see, as you say, and everything being so fragmented. It was like teamwork.
And that's it. And it's not just about what happens when a young person becomes unemployed. It's about their journey through school and college. It's already been mentioned today. And so really, by investing in that quality careers work that's taking place in our schools and colleges and linking employers with that, then you change the conversation. And so I was hearing about, well, I didn't pass my GCSEs. I'd love to hear that conversation change to, I gained these core employability skills. Totally. I gained these STEM skills, and they helped me get a job. And then once I'm in a job, I'm learning multidisciplinary and those skills that help me navigate changes in my career. So like I've learned engineering, I know construction, but then I know how to use tech and sustainability, and then I can navigate. I can take what I'm learning in hospitality and I can apply it to care. And overarching that, all the leadership and creativity that supports those careers. And that's the change I'm looking to see, really.
Yes, because a lot of the skills are transferable. I mean, obviously, we're talking a lot about engineering today, but there is, I mean, my job proves it. I started as an engineer and now I'm a gob on a stick. And it's like, quite literally. But the skills are so transferable, aren't they? Because I hate the word soft skills. I think they're essential skills.
They're core employability skills. Totally agree with you.
Because they are the key, but they're not the things that necessarily young people are told in school they're good at. You know, there's a lot of young people, like where I grew up, deprived area, who didn't have the structure in their lives to do well at school, but they were really good in assessing risk, budgeting, have been resilient, but they were never told that these were the things that are skills in the workplace. And actually, we need more people to leave, as you say, school going, do you know what I am? Okay, I didn't get GCSE, but I've got all these other things, and they're really important in industry, and that's what you're saying. What could other areas learn then from what's happening here?
Well, it's interesting, isn't it? So you've got to start early. And that's one of the things, a lot of young people in our primary schools, they're already making decisions about people like me can do or can't do things like that. And really, there's something around those networks. In our schools and colleges, it's around, I guess, increasing the role of careers, taking it out of its box. So it's not just about events and activities, but it's something that is planned, progressive, embedded, taught like any other subject, and taking it seriously. And, what is a good outcome of education? Yes, it's that I've got good qualifications sitting behind me, but it's also that I've got a skill set that I can talk about, and I've also got a network of people that can help me, and I've got a plan. So it's not just about that aspiration piece. I want to be you can do anything you want to be. We have to be realistic when we're raising aspirations, that we've also got a plan in place that will help those aspirations to become a reality.
Yes, excellent. Well, Carrie, thank you very much. It is lovely to chat to you and hear about what's going well here. What's also going well in the West Midlands is some of our apprentices there who are, again, a part of the Apprenticeship Ambassador Network. We've got Jamie, Lewis and Olivia, who we can talk to. Good morning to you guys. Hello.
Hi, Steph.
Hi. Oh, you're missing a person. Who have we got here then? Tell me who you are. Oh, the BBC.
So I'm Jamie.
Excellent. And we've got Olivia as well. So, Jamie, do you know what, as someone who's worked for the BBC for a long time, you are clearly like me. Do you never take your BBC lanyard off?
With pride.
No,
I
remember when I first got my job at the BBC when I was 19, and I used to just walk around with a lanyard on, feeling cool, which is quite sad. But you're doing an apprenticeship, aren't you, in HR at the BBC? Tell us about that.
I am. So I work in the employee relations team. I started in September last year. My scheme ends in March next year. So by the time I finish, I should be qualified in people practice. I really enjoy the employee relations team. It's quite an interesting part of HR.
Yeah, what do you have to do every day then? Give us a bit of a flavour.
So essentially, it's essentially managing the relationship between the BBC and its employees and freelancers. So there's a lot of working with stakeholders, senior management, and I suppose the root of it really is just making sure that employees have the best employee experience possible. And it's really nice to be a part of that.
Yeah, I bet it is. And what are the skills do you think you need to do that job well?
So I'd definitely say good communication, trust, and then I suppose the ability to just kind of see things from all sorts of angles and perspectives. So just being able to put yourself in other people's shoes and I suppose empathetic.
Yeah.
Empatheticness really. Just being able to, Yeah,
really important skill. Jamie, have they told you, because you must be involved in sorting out the contract for the new Doctor Who, do you know who it's going to be?
I do not know, I'm afraid.
You'd also get fired if you told me so. Olivia, let me ask you a bit about you. So you're a quality coordinator. Who do you do that for and what does it involve?
So I work for PM Group, an engineering company. So my day-to-day role includes things like audits, creating and delivering training, especially to new onboarders. But recently as well, I've also been supporting a lot of international businesses as well, just to make sure that they can pass things like external audits.
Yeah, how did you get into that?
My pathway is not a straightforward one, I'll say that. I worked in a bank previously and I really liked kind of being monitored. It sounds strange, being monitored by the laws and regulations. And then I was actually reached out on LinkedIn about this apprenticeship. I'd never heard of or really looked into apprenticeships before. And then I started it last year in September. It was exactly what I've been looking for and I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah, what do you love about it?
I think the thing that I like the most about it is that when you're having those conversations with people, so whether it's through an audit, whether you're training someone new, you're learning their opinions on things, but you can also see their perspectives. So especially working with international businesses, you'll see how everyone has different ways to fit everybody's needs, but also benefit the company as well.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you so much for that. Lovely to chat to you both. Can you put your hands together for Jamie and Olivia? See, the great thing about this is you're getting to see so many different types of roles, aren't you? Like we've covered everything so far in this show, all the different types of roles that you can do and different ways of learning on the job or in further education or lots of other education establishments. We mentioned right at the start, we had Anne Watson from Enginuity talk about why this is so important. It also couldn't happen without the support of EAL, another important partner in this Vocational Celebration Day. So we're going to hear from Alison Parks.
I love my job, and particularly on days like today. It's a real pleasure to mark the first Vocational Celebration Day and to congratulate everyone choosing a vocational, technical or apprenticeship pathway into work. It feels like the timing was meant to be. It's clearly a passion of Andy Burnham's, given the Prime Minister's recent announcements, and it's one we wholeheartedly share at EAL. But today is all about you. It's about recognising your skills, your hard work and your commitment, and the careers that you're building. You should feel really proud of yourself. These are rewarding careers that keep our industries moving, our communities supported, our homes and our workplaces safe, and our economy growing. EAL was really proud to help initiate the day with Enginuity, because vocational and technical education really does deserve greater recognition. These routes are not second best. They're essential pathways into skilled, successful and fulfilling careers, and they are in high demand by employers across the country. For me, it's personal, quite likely because my dad was a plumber and I also took a vocational pathway into work. So you could say it's in my DNA. I know how important these skilled pathways into careers really are. With many sectors, plumbing for example, facing real skills gaps, the need for clear and accessible vocational routes starting at entry level 2 is vital to building the talent we need for the future. And that's going to be replicated across many sectors. So to everyone on these pathways, enjoy your day, be proud, share your story and help spread the word. Who knows, your story could be the spark that encourages someone else to take the first step. Have a brilliant day celebrating, and I look forward to many more to come.
Thank you very much to Alison there from EAL. Right, we're going to take you, give her a round of applause, thanks. I like that, spontaneous round of applause. Need more of them in life, don't we? We're going to go to the North East now, where I am from, to meet the Apprenticeship Ambassador Network gang there. We've got Sabaya, Hannah and Alex, who we can chat to, who work for various organisations up there. Hello, guys. Lovely to chat to you. Sabaya, tell me about you, first of all. You work for Newcastle Building Society, don't you? You're Digital and Tech Solutions Apprentice.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, tell us a bit about it. What does it involve?
I'm currently working at a level 6, and really what it is it has a strong focus on applying digital technology into a business rather than just learning theory. So what I'm doing is I'm moving around different teams at Newcastle Building Society that are closely related to digital technology, and from there I'll be able to pick a specialism in my third year, because so far I don't have a great idea of what I want to do yet. So the apprenticeship has really helped me actually get exposed to different areas in the business, different kinds of areas of IT that I could possibly do.
Yeah, I think the thing is, none of us really know what we want to be in life. I still don't, and that's the thing about when you do an apprenticeship, like you say, you get to experience lots of different parts of the business and see different sides of it. Have you found anything you like the most yet, Sabaya? Then have you, is there a bit of the business where you're like, oh, I want to do more there?
It's either web development, just because I've been coding for a very long time, since I went to secondary school. So I've always liked doing that, just because there's a sense of creativity, there's a sense of problem solving as well, which is very fun. So it just kind of felt like a fit. But also cybersecurity as well, because I'm currently with the cybersecurity team at Newcastle Building Society, and it's been I don't know, every day is different. I'm constantly developing my soft skills as well. I'm sharing about different cybersecurity practices as well to the people, which is really good.
Yeah, cybersecurity is definitely a big one that we need. So it sounds like you're doing really important stuff. Hannah, I would love to chat to you. Am I right in thinking, did you start your apprenticeship at 16?
I did, yes. So I'm now on my third apprenticeship. So I started my first one when I was 16. After
for discovering my company Arab through work experience. So I came in for a week for the Arab Design Programme, where they bring in students from across the Northwest into the offices and learn about engineering. And I think most students have the perception that it's just structural and mechanical. And this week was to just explore things like, fire safety and digital. And through that, I discovered the world of apprenticeships. My school was very academic focused. And only through the work experience did I discover that apprenticeships were actually a valid pathway. So after that, I joined for 16, did a very generic level 3 software development technical apprenticeship, then level 6 in data analytics. And I've just finished the first year of my level 7 doing computer science at Newcastle University. So I've travelled a long way through apprenticeships, and I would say I'm on my 3rd career now, from software, data analytics, data science, and that's the joy of apprenticeships. It's all about constantly learning and constantly evolving.
Yeah. God, you could run various companies by the sound of things with all the experience you've had. What do you love about it so much? Why does it work for you?
I think it's about learning style and a sense of purpose. I really struggled at school for learning for an exam. I didn't find that motivating, and also I didn't think it was a good way of actually remembering things, because you learn the exact text, you write it up again, and you never think about it. Whereas I think for me in apprenticeships is that I've had days where I've got my notes on one screen and my work on the other. When you're actually applying the learning, you can contextualise it, you understand why it's important, why you might need to use it in future. And you can also see where kind of academia differs from industry. And that's the most interesting part. You can bring best practice from each into the other. And I think that kind of combined learning style gives me that motivation to really put the effort in. And I can see the kind of where I would use it. It's not just an exam. The assignment's only one part of it. It's actually the day-to-day and making things better for myself and also my colleagues and the work I can bring back.
Yeah, well, fantastic, Hannah. Good luck with it. Alex, you're doing a degree-level apprenticeship, aren't you, with Nexus? Tell us about what that involves.
Yes, so I do a level 6 apprenticeship in transport planning, which I do with Enginuity down in Birmingham. So with that, I help to write business cases for major projects for Metro, like the Metro extensions, our recycling project. And I also do demand modelling as well, so I forecast how much patronage we're expecting to have for Metro in future years. So
you're trying to forecast the demand then that the business, because Nexus is the company that runs the Metro service in Newcastle and things, isn't it? So you're trying to work out what the future's going to be like.
Yeah, so it's looking at sort of scenarios we expect to happen, like maybe an employer's moving from one area to another, how that'll affect Metro patronage. If a new housing development comes in, how that'll affect it, or if we're planning a whole new line, how that'll affect patronage, which I find really interesting because it's sort of objective rather than subjective, so it's sort of a straightforward answer of this is how much patronage there is. That's why I enjoy it.
And Alex, you're another award-winning apprentice, I believe. You've won various awards in your business. What have you won?
So we have a sort of star awards programme. So I don't know if you can see the stars on my lanyard here. So I've won 3 bronzes, which are sort of the lower level, and then I've won 1 silver, which I got for doing some demand modelling work, which was nice.
I'm sure you won't be far off gold, Alex. Thank you so much, guys. Put your hands together for Sabaya, Hannah and Alex. There you go. Some more career and jobs to hear about. That's the thing, when you're growing up, you have no idea about all the different jobs out there, and that's what's lovely about this. You're learning about all manner of things you probably haven't even heard of before. We've got another message for you now. So this is from Phil Smith. He's the guy who runs Skills England, one of the organisations that's basically in charge of making sure the government education has the right skills for you. He's used to be the boss of Cisco, really huge IT infrastructure business, so he knows what he's talking about on all this. Here's the message from Phil.
Hi, Steph. Congratulations on your inaugural Vocational Celebration Day. I'm really sorry I can't be with you today. I'm travelling in Europe at the moment. But I'm sure the energy within the room is absolutely incredible, because I know from my experience as chair of Skills England that when I talk to apprentices and T-level students, the energy they bring, the enthusiasm, the new ideas is just so powerful. And I know in my previous roles as chief executive of Cisco in the UK and Ireland, a big technology company, we had apprenticeships and young people going through vocational training. Initially, people in the department saying, well, what are these young people bringing to me? And by the end of our time, or end of my time at Cisco, people fighting for the apprenticeships to see who could be, get the next apprentice into their department. It's an incredibly compelling energy that you bring. And so always remember that the talents and capability you bring is something that companies need. So out of today, hopefully we'll see many, many companies starting to step up to take on more apprenticeships or T-level placements and giving them jobs for the future. So thank you to you, Steph, to Enginuity and to all of the team who have put this Vocational Celebration Day together. It's a tremendous, tremendous initiative, and I look forward to celebrating it and supporting it going forward.
Fantastic. Thank you very much to Phil Smith there, who is Chair of Skills England. Now, we've got about, what have we got? About 6 or 7 minutes left. So I just want to zip you around to a few more different places. We are going to go to the northwest, first of all, before we go up to Scotland. And we've got, I believe people are clambering to be on camera on this. So do you want to tell me who's there? Because I've got no idea. Hello.
Hello. You all right?
All right, I like that. All right. Go on, tell us who you are. Take one at a time.
Yeah. So I'm Aaron Shepherd, an apprentice at Alsons Limited, an electronics company.
So I'm Chanel Murphy and I'm an apprentice at Salford City College.
Excellent.
I'm Jack Grimshaw, so I've just finished my degree apprenticeship at AJ Bell in Manchester.
Sarah Allen, and I'm an apprentice at Salford City College.
Grace Wood, and I'm a degree apprentice at Coca-Cola.
Fantastic. I love this. Grace, let's stick with you then before we awkwardly move the mic round each time. So tell us what you do at Coca-Cola. I've been to the factory before. It's the most fascinating thing watching Coke be canned, like the speed of it and everything else. What do you do there?
Yes, so I'm doing a Chartered Business Management degree apprenticeship. It's a level 6 and I'm currently working in field sales. So I look after between 200 and 300 accounts within a territory in the northwest. And my job role is basically to go into independent businesses, bars, restaurants, gyms, and essentially try and sell more Coca-Cola products into them, and also offer them support with a lot of our equipment and anything basically to help them sell more. Because if they sell more of our products, we sell more of our products also.
Yeah, and make more money, which is the key, isn't it? And tell me, how did you get into that then?
So I knew that I wanted to do a degree apprenticeship when I was in college. I knew the university route wasn't for me. I heard about degree apprenticeships. I thought, this is fantastic. It's definitely what I want to do. So I applied to about 10 degree apprenticeships, but Coca-Cola was always number one. And then ended up going through all the processes of them all. Coca-Cola was my very first assessment centre, very first interview, and I ended up getting it. So then I accepted that and withdrew from the other applications. And 2 years in and absolutely loving it.
I love it. And do you get to drink Coke all day?
All day.
Right, do you want to move the mic along and let's find out a bit more about your apprenticeship? So it's at, did you say Salford City Council?
Salford City College.
Yes, sorry, college. So tell us what you do there.
So I'm an operations departmental manager, level 5. My apprenticeship is all about project management and managing a team. So I came into my team leader role without any prior training in management, and that's the decision that I made then to go into an ops manager apprenticeship so that I can improve my leadership skills.
And what were you doing before that?
So before that, I was already on another apprenticeship, recruitment level 3, and then got promoted into the team leader role and went on to the ops manager. So once you've done one apprenticeship, it doesn't mean that's the end of your apprenticeship or vocational journey. I always say learning is a lifelong journey.
Yes.
You'll never stop learning.
And that's an important point, is you can do an apprenticeship at any age, can't you?
Most definitely.
Yeah. And what's the dream for you then? Are you just going to keep doing apprenticeships for the rest of your life?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
No,
I love it. Why not?
My big passion is just supporting the team that I'm looking after, and a lot of them have gone through the apprenticeship journey themselves.
Yeah, wicked. Pass that on to Jack now, the mic for me, and Jack, tell us more about why did you pick an apprenticeship then, Jack?
So at school, degree was sort of the route, was sort of the only route that was sort of promoted to me at high school and sixth form. But I sort of wanted the hands-on experience. I didn't really want to learn more about IT. I sort of did that for my A-level. I knew media quite well. So I wanted to do something where I could get hands-on experience. I had part-time jobs when I was 16 to 18. And I sort of wanted to move into a role where I could get a qualification, just sort of like my friends as well, then also get the experience, because it's all well and good going to university sometimes, but it's getting the job at the end of it. And I think a degree apprenticeship was really good for me, because I was able to learn 1 day a week and then also be in the office learning about service delivery, part of the department that I'm in, and IT consulting as well.
Yeah, excellent. It sounds like really interesting what everyone's doing. Do you want to whip the mic along again? And just tell me, what are the skills you need in your apprenticeship then? What's the key to doing it well? Because there'll be lots of people watching this thinking, oh, maybe I fancy doing that. What do you need to be good at?
So I think, because I'm doing a business admin apprenticeship, but I work in a recruitment role, recruiting apprentices into the apprenticeships. So I think one thing that I'd say is just be confident. I know it's quite hard to say that and expect people to just be confident straight off the back, but I think as long as you kind of put yourself out there, and sometimes it's not what you know, it's who you know. So if you're making connections and communicating with people really well, I think that's a really good skill to have.
Yeah, and again, move the mic along for me, Shepard. Is that the same for you? Is it about, you know, where's your confidence come from, do you think? Is it from doing the apprenticeship? Do you have that already?
So for me, it's through work. When I was at the workplace, that's where I've had the apprenticeship. For me, it's talking to people, have a laugh a bit. It's gave me confidence in that way for me, as well as the experience behind what I do. That's where I've gained mine from my understanding of going through for several years. So mainly my hands-on skills is what's made me more confident.
Yeah, tell us what you do day to day in yours.
So I test PCBs that we do in electronic products we do at Ultimec, so various different areas. For example, landing strip lighting in Manchester. You've got water treatment systems, other machines as well. I basically test to ensure that they go out and 100%. They're not failed, there's nothing wrong. They make sure they're complete and good to go in the day, because for us, we want to make sure we're 100% good. That's basically what I do.
Yeah, sounds class. Thank you very much for your time. Put your hands together for our gang there up in the north and west. And we're going to zip you straight now up to Scotland, to Edinburgh, where we, I believe, have two people there who are going to tell us who they are and what they're doing. Hi, guys.
Hi, Steph. Thank you for having us.
You're very welcome. Tell me who you are and what you're doing. Oh, it looks like a very posh little background there you've got with a grandfather clock.
This isn't my usual office.
Oh, is it? Fantastic. So, yeah. So, do you guys work for Lloyds? Is that right? Lloyds Banking Group.
Yes, we both work for Lloyds.
Yeah, and give us your name and what you do there.
So my name is Chiara, and I'm the portfolio management side of Lloyds. So I'll help my colleagues with managing the clients and their needs.
Yeah. So you're doing. Sorry, go on.
Not yet.
I love this. It's that awkward thing now because of the time delay where we're both. No, you go. Cara, let me ask you another question then before we move. You're doing a level 6 apprenticeship, aren't you? You just said. So, but you were doing academic stuff originally. So how did this come about?
So I wanted a slight career change. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do when I joined university. So I went and done a business management course. I then kept studies in international management. And then I was like, I'm continuing the career, this is not what I want to do. So I found out the apprenticeship for Lloyds because I was working in a different role within Lloyds. And I joined an apprenticeship.
Yeah, excellent. I like that. Right, now let's find out about you. So go on, tell us your name and what you've been doing and are doing.
Yeah, I'm Christy, and I'm also a portfolio manager and a slightly different side of the business.
Yeah, and how did you get into it?
So I just joined straight after school. I always kind of knew that I preferred practical learning, enjoyed maths, business. So it's just sort of all came together and just really suited me.
Yeah, excellent. Well, it is lovely to chat to you. I've got to wrap things up because it's the end of the show. But put your hands together for our gang in Edinburgh. Woo. So that basically brings us to the end of the first ever Vocational Celebration Day. Thank you so much to Teagle Machinery who've hosted us and all the fabulous people here. Yeah, put your hands together for them. It's not easy having a TV crew turn up and just basically, take over your factory when, this is a live factory. They're actually making stuff here as well while we get in the way and move bins and move bits of machinery and everything else. So thank you to them. Thank you to the brilliant people we've talked to across the nation as well. Hopefully that's inspired you or just made you feel good. If you are someone doing vocational training, you're doing the right thing. It's what we need more of in the economy. If you've got a great story you want to tell us, get in touch as well. We've got an email address, which is sospod@enginuity.org. That's the one we use for our podcast. we do called Steph on Skills, or just get in touch with us via Enginuity. Thank you to them for helping us host the day as well, and to EAL and everyone else who has been part of today's shenanigans. So this is the first year. We will be back next year. Who knows where, who knows when. Well, we know when, because it'll be the first Thursday in August next year as well, you know, just before A-level and GCSE results day. But thank you to everyone here. I think the last thing we need is a bit more dancing from our Adam. So Adam, take it away, love.
Why should academics have all the fun when we stand as strong here with our pain guns? Skills will help this country grow. We calling all the youngsters who are ready to glow up. A-level students and graduates. Apprentices can get this party started. Now we have Vocational Celebration Day. No debt, a job, and so much better pay. Vocational Celebration Day. Yeah. Vocational Celebration. Yeah. Do it your